I had absolutely no idea what I was going to shoot today until this very moment. So today I'm going to be taste testing all of Outback's new holiday menu items to let you guys know, of course, what you should be getting and what you should be avoiding. It's been a little bit since I've been on this channel, mostly because, I don't know if you can tell, I've been very sick. I actually had to force myself out of the house today, but there was good reason for that because snacks, obviously. I had a couple of ideas of what I wanted to shoot today, and ultimately, when you have Outback in the mix of options, it usually wins. I can hear it calling my name all the way from down under, aka Burbank. And if you are new, subscribe, or if you're not new and you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button as well. One thing that has already shocked me about this menu is how spency it is, okay? It's like $200 and I think I got 7 items. What's going on? Pray that my credit card goes through. Let's go get our food and let's see what this new menu is all about. Based on the disaster that's the inside of my car right now, I feel like I've bitten off more than I can chew, pun intended, okay? But let's just dive in because they say starve a fever, feed a cold, and I'm pretty sure I have a cold, so it's time to start treating that. I want to start with the new Bloomin' French Onion Sirloin, and let me tell you, when I saw this, it looked amazing. When I opened it up, it stunk because I forgot it has that like a little bit moist, old smell, like an old person's house that has a lot of moisture in it. I don't think that's the right description. It's been a while since I picked up the camera, can you tell? Eating steak from the comfort of your car is not for the faint of heart. It is definitely an art. Cheers. Ooh, oh my gosh. The crunchies of the bloomin' onion. I just feel like when you put a bloomin' onion on anything, it's better. I want to go in for another bite, but I have to get in here and saw it. Hold on a second. It comes with this like little dippy sauce. That's, I'm assuming, like the French onion soup part. Maybe it's actually French onion soup. That would be amazing. I also got it with mashed potatoes as well. Do a little dippy dip. Oh, fantastic. Let's try the mashed potatoes, because when in Rome, do it with a little bloomin' onion on the side. This feels like a date night. I haven't been to Outback in a long time, and I feel like I always overlook it as if it's not good enough for like a fancy night out. This is so good. They did overcook my steak a little bit, but I feel like they always do that at chain restaurants. So I got a medium. I probably get a medium rare moving forward because it's pretty well done, but delish. The onion crunch, the cheese, the French onion flavor, it really is this beautiful bonding moment. So happy I could be a part of it. Next, I need to try the chocolate cake, mostly because it came with ice cream because I added it on for $2.99. Why doesn't it already come with ice cream? That's a bone I'm picking with Outback. I don't want it to melt everywhere, so it's a little premature for dessert considering I have so many more things to go, but it's my channel, my rules. So this is a very multifaceted, multi-layered chocolate cake. May we all aspire to be as stunning and outrageous as this cake is in our normal life. I've dipped it with some ice cream. Comes with this little raspberry jam too, so I've mixed that in here. It's not the most appetizing B-roll, but I'm sure it's gonna taste amazing. Cheers. Oh my gosh, immediately. I didn't even have to swallow it to know it was good. That's how you know it's good. It's really not as like cake, fluffy cake texture, which is what I've come to expect from some of these chain restaurants. This is almost like underbaked texture. So it's very mushy and creamy and juicy. Is a cake supposed to be juicy? I don't know why they charge you $2.99 for a very small scoop of probably Dreyer's ice cream, if I'm guessing. But it isn't a hot cake, it's a cold cake. So I kind of can maybe see why they justified it, but oh my gosh, I'm going back in for a second bite. Oh, this is cashmere! It's thrifty cashmere, but still. Also, their sweet tea is terrible. Ugh. I would like to discuss these Brussels sprouts because I don't think I've ever seen Brussels sprouts done this way before. And at first glance, I know what you're thinking. That looks terrible. I thought the same thing. And the smell reeks of Brussels sprouts, which has its own unique flavor. However, I love Brussels sprouts. And this one has like cheese and peppers and maybe onions and bacon all mixed in together. It's almost like a Brussels salad. This is a new menu item. You can add this, I think, to any dish that they have. Side note, I went to a Hobby Lobby on my way to this Outback. That place is wild around the holidays. Like, I had no idea what was going on in Hobby Lobbies. I needed a box, and wow, there's a lot going on in there, and it's not going fast. Everybody in there is going real slow with those deals. Let's try these Brussels. Oh, again. Ooh, there's a lot going on there. I think I like it, but I can't tell. I'm gonna try one more bite. I can't tell if I like it or not. It has that bitter, like burnt, crispy toasted Brussels flavor. There's a lot of other competing flavors. It just feels like a very rich, intense option. I like it, but I don't like it. I think with the steak, it might be good as like the flavor pop. You know, like mashed potatoes are kind of the flavor pop with steak. They're just too rich. There's too much going on. I prefer a simple, crispy crusted, almost burnt Brussels. I don't need all this extra stuff. They're so beautiful. They're stunning just the way they are. Maybe it's the sickness that's getting to me, but I think it's doing too much. Next is the Kingsland's pasta. And this comes with shrimp typically, but I got it with chicken and steak because, as you know, I don't do seafood. Oh, call me crazy. I asked for medium. That is not even close. Am I losing it? Is it the flu medications that I'm taking? It's just when you pay that much for a steak. Now, some people like their steak well done. We don't judge. My mom, bless her soul, used to love a steak where it was so cooked you could barely chew it. It doesn't mean I love her any less, and it doesn't mean I love you any less, but I can't do it. When it is that overcooked, I keep thinking about what it is while I'm eating it. Does that make sense? When it is well done, I'm chewing that thing, thinking of every TikTok with every cute cow and their cowgirl making little snuggly videos, okay? So I want it medium so I can just chew it and swallow it with the quickness. I really should probably. Is this gonna get flagged? Can you tell I missed you guys? I missed you guys so much. I know I seem a little crazy and out of it. I didn't sleep last night. I coughed until I almost lost my vocal cords. But I've missed you. I'm gonna put this down now. Serious question, should I do the chicken and the beef in the linguine in one bite? Or does that feel wrong? I feel like I'm not supposed to do that religiously. Cheers. Good. That steak tastes like it was just burned over and over and over again. It's so overcooked. The chef had a vendetta against that piece of beef. Chain restaurant chefs, if you're watching, why do you overcook the meat every time? It's every time. All right, let's try it with the chicken. Maybe this will redeem itself. It's better with the chicken. It's good. The sauce could have a little more flavor. It's a little bland. I'd probably put a little bit of salt and pepper on that. Overall, I think I give it like a 6.5, 7 out of 10. For the price, there is a lot of food here. I feel like you could get like 2, maybe 3 meals out of this because it's pretty big. So maybe that would make it more of like a 7.5 out of 10. Next is the new 3 cheese steak dip. And most of you know, cheese dip is my love language. And I have yet to find a cheese dip that rocks my world. I do Chipotle just because I feel like settling is something that we all have to accept in life sometimes. But a really good cheese dip from like a Mexican restaurant is really one of the few thrills I get in life. There's a lot of meat in this dip, which I appreciate. Trying to get a conservative bite here, just so I don't get it all over my crotch. Cheers. There's a sweetness in there. It's like a sweet corn vibe. Let me just try this one more time. I thought this was gonna have a richer flavor. It's good, but where is the cheese? There's not enough cheese in here. There are too many toppings, too much healthy, chewy things. I want more cheese. This could almost be a soup, like a chili. It has like that kind of texture to it. I see the vision. I see the vision board. They didn't nail it. They gotta remake the vision board. 2025 is right around the corner. Next up is their new ribeye, and let me tell you, this is so much meat. I don't even know if I can handle how much meat this is. It almost feels aggressive. This piece of meat is bigger than my face, so perhaps it does justify the price if the taste is right. It has this really interesting little onion swirly thing on top, and I can't tell if it looks delicious or strange, like alien-like, you know? So the ribeye chef did get me a medium ribeye, which I appreciate. I think my issue is that it's all too cooked. If everything was medium, I feel like all of this would melt in my mouth and be delicious. This is fabulous. It is a little fatty. Like, I know ribeye is more fatty than normal cuts, but a little too fatty for my taste. But the flavor and the juiciness and the butteriness, and I love the onion on top. I typically do not order ribeyes, but this one I would order again and again. That's how good it is. Like a 9 out of 10. Honestly, I wouldn't give it a 10 out of 10 because I don't like ribeye, typically. That's a big piece of meat, actually. I think that might be worth the however 30-some dollars that I paid. Last but not least is the chimichurri steak. I'm excited about this because I love it when the meat is infused with lots of flavors, seasonings to give it kind of an extra kick. This one's a little bit more medium, in the ballpark, in the neighborhood of medium. I'm gonna get a little dip in the chimichurri sauce and then some of these little crispies, of course. Yes, get in the oh man, I'm gonna have to like, I'm gonna have to hose myself down after this. Wow, lots of journeys. I don't know if I like it or not. It's good. It's just a lot. I like the chimichurri on the meat. It's kind of like already seasoned with that. The sauce might be just a little too much flavor with these little crispies. Are these onions? Yeah. That's what those are. I think it might be too much flavor. Let me just try another bite. I'm gonna do it without dipping it. I love this. I think the sauce is just dipping it is a little too much flavor, but the meat that's kind of marinated in it, oh, wow, I can't believe I almost ranked that low. Who am I? What's going on? I don't really know what's going on. I've been in bed for 5 days. This is really different. If you like steak, but you want a little something extra, this is a really good option. I don't know, I feel like between this and the ribeye, it's tough. Just like my steak has been in this video. This is really good though. You get a lot more with the ribeye, so you probably get more bang for your buck, but I do think this is tender and juicy, and it's a little less work having to cut around all the fat, you know? There's definitely an 8 or a 9 out of 10. And since we are here, I feel like it only is right for me to also enjoy the side Caesar salads that come with some of these. Oop, I don't know why I zoomed you in like that close. Don't get too close, you might catch this cold. But some of these came with a Caesar salad, and I just feel like for posterity, I should try it, and also for health. I've had a lot of meat, get a few greens in this system of mine. It's never feels like it ever recovers from being sick. That's a good Caesar. It's very crisp, it's very fresh, very light. Gotta get a cucumber. So that's what's new on the menu this holiday season at Outback. I think we have some really good winners. I feel like the chimichurri is a fun twist on some of the stuff that they already offer. That chocolate cake was amazing. I think there's some winners and then some things that I wouldn't miss if it went away. So make sure you check some of these out at your local Outback as soon as you can. Also, please subscribe, thumbs up this video, leave me a comment down below. Have you been to Hobby Lobby this holiday season? Why or why not? And let me know, have you been to Outback in a while? I want to know that too. I feel like a lot of these restaurants people are not going to as much. I'm looking at you, Red Lobster. I love you though. I want you to make a resurgence. I've missed you guys so much. Take care of yourself, wash your hands, stay away from people who are coughing and sneezing if you can. And let me know what else you want to see on this channel this holiday season. 'Tis the season for all the snackage. So I've got lots of ideas, but let me know what you want to see.